everybody. See, right now I have.
Hello.
Hi, it's Michelle and my mom and Sherry Wilson, and I believe Shannon is on here as well. Is that right?
Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
I'm good. I'm gonna get on the gallery.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you? It's good to see you.
Change my background because it's too trippy.
Look at that. That is a cool background. That's so good.
Yeah, it's a photo, but it like gets pretty bizarre if you try to you have to be like in a certain field for it to see you.
That's
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
kind of dark.
That's a cool background.
Anyway, I'm futzing around. When the meeting starts, I'll get more focused, okay?
Very good.
But I'm here. I just got home. I've been out of my house for days. So.
Oh, yeah. That's a very different. Let's see what happened here. I got a message clicking. Oh, and there's Jeremy. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you, Linda?
Hi. I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. How
Okay.
are you, Linda?
I see you. You don't see me.
Oh, that's good. So there we are. And I just got a message from someone. I don't know. I'm going to see if somebody has.
Oh, it's Michelle.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I was trying to see if because I saw Shannon show up and then I didn't see her anymore.
I'm good, except I lost something and I'm kooky because I can't find it.
All right, so here we are having a.
And oh, I see Sherry.
Yeah,
Sherry
hello,
is
yeah,
it?
there she
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that's Sherry.
Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, Monica.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Hi, Monica.
Hello.
Hi,
Camille. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Sherry.
Did you want to share?
Huh?
Okay, hello.
What?
I'm gonna give it a share. What would be a good share?
Oh, wow.
Good for you.
So, Alicia, were you already there? This big storm came. You weren't in the storm, were you?
Yeah, the storm is happening right
So
over
where
here.
are you sitting yourself?
I'm gonna be just here.
Did you drive in it?
There it is. Though, yeah, it got very, very rainy here.
Yeah, we got a storm.
Uh-huh.
I had 4.
It was terrible. Where's Shane at?
Oh, where's Shane? Shane is over there. He's a disembodied voice.
I hear that. Yeah.
Can you guys
It's
hear me?
usually Jim.
Oh, there is Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
You're outside.
I'm camping, but I have cell
Oh.
service.
Hi, you're
Oh.
fine.
Yeah, I'm in Tennessee right now.
Oh, wow. Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
I'm the disembodied person.
I know there's a way I could make this video stick. So,
Okay. So,
all right.
What I did with
Here we're gonna. Somebody else gonna say something. You are right there.
Is Jim with you, Alicia?
Oh yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hola.
Hello, everyone. I didn't do my
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day.
If you want to say something, I can mute people if you want to say something.
Okay, so.
Oh, and here's Mike.
Susan now.
He's from Chicago. He's a
Uh-huh.
dancer. Yeah.
Okay, so hello everybody.
Hello.
Is that the echo? Yeah.
Who's peeking in there? Who's that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Why would it be here?
I don't
It
know.
does that. It just does it sometimes.
It just does it sometimes.
You have to like sign off and sign back on, that sort of thing.
Okay, so is it still?
Okay. I think if other people are mute, I'm gonna mute people for a while, and that might take care of the echo. That's right. Okay, so So, nee. I mean, not with mute. Mute. Okay, try it now. Okay, try it now.
Okay, everybody? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Just now.
Mhm.
Okay, so welcome to the potluck. And the big deal that I have done this week, well, exactly than Andrew did this week, is he empty everything underneath the workshop, the what we call John's workshop. It's entirely empty. That's like a 40 years junk cleaned up. So that's very big. And then myself, putting a lot of tile on the shelf, and this is beautiful. So I just want to let you know that. That's what I have been up to. And I'm very happy now to see all of you.
Yeah, now how do I unmute people? Now people unmute themselves.
Yeah.
Ho, ho. More, unmute. How do I unmute? All right.
So go ahead.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now let's hear from some other folks. Who wants to say what they've been up to during this time? I see that Shannon's been camping. That's pretty interesting.
I just got here today,
Wow.
and I think
Wow.
we were gonna leave tomorrow because it was supposed to rain, but now the weather's looking good, so we might stay another night.
Cool. Where are you?
I'm in Tennessee at Lake Watauga.
Oh, okay.
Where is that?
Lake Watauga. That is,
Like I went through Irwin, Tennessee to get here. It was like an hour and a half from Asheville.
Oh, okay.
very good. Very good. Yeah, well, that's kind of cool thing to do. Hug it out of Asheville for a while.
Yeah.
Was that good? Was that fun?
Yeah, Sammy's here with me. He says hello to everybody.
Wow, that's super good. And have you been doing any creative kind of things or?
I have about half a dozen half-finished paintings lying around. Nothing that I've completed,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
all right.
Oh yeah, I mean this time when you just do whatever you can or whatever you want, it's all part of the process. Very cool. Cool. So anybody else want to
Yeah.
share something? Hello, everyone. I think I hadn't said hi to Mike.
I have a show.
Hello, where? Oh,
I'm kind of.
uh-oh.
Oh, is that Monica speaking?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, Monica.
No. I was, go ahead, you first. Because I want to show something.
Okay, I've been out of the loop for so long that I'm kind of here to be nosy because I haven't checked in with Willen for years.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, since like I think Alternate Roots like 8 years ago, but then I supported some projects for Omari Fox, and then I kind of got busy and I got out of the loop. So, you know, I guess one of the byproducts of the whole pandemic is that moments like this are happening where people reconnect like after long periods of time. Like I read the newsletters, so I know that other people from Roots took over the restaurant. I know that you guys are trying to grow Azul. But yeah, we haven't seen each other for years. I'm in Chicago now. I work for the government. So I joined the board of a few theaters here in Chicago. So I've been like a part of crisis response teams for some other nonprofit organizations, in addition to working from home for a day job. So yeah.
That's good.
Wonderful.
Are you gonna be in the area soon sometime, you think?
If I'm gonna be in your area sometime,
Yeah.
I plan on being more deliberate about that sort of thing now that I'm settled in Chicago.
Sure.
And it took me a while to get a little bit more settled. I think after this is over, I'm gonna be more deliberate about traveling to reconnect with people. I also served in the military during the time that Gwen and I have lost contact, or I mean, I would say we stayed in contact directly because I've always been keeping up with what you guys were doing. And I have friends who served in the military with me that now live in the area that you guys are in as well. So it's like, now I have more reason to come around.
Yeah.
Where in Chicago are you? That's where I'm from.
Oh, I'm in Kenwood right now. I lived in the Gold Coast before, and then I moved to Kenwood. And then I think I might move again. I've been here for 3 years, so I'm sort of exploring neighborhoods. I've never been here before except for the job that I accepted. So once I got off the plane on a Thursday and I went to work on a Monday, that was my first time in Chicago.
Okay.
But I grew up in Miami and New York City, so it's so similar to New York that it feels closer to home than some of the other cities that I've lived in. It's easy to navigate. It's on a grid system. You know, there's a robust art sector. And I work in tech by day and freelance as an arts administrator and choreographer nights and weekends when I can. And also serve on a few boards here. So it's like a missing borough of New York is the way that I know a native Chicagoan might not appreciate that analogy, but I like it here.
Cool.
I like the giant.
I live the what? The bean?
Yeah, that's when I think Chicago, that's what I think. Just that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is difficult from online on real life interactions because it's hard to know when people start and stop. So hopefully, but thanks so much.
Monica was going to show something.
Yeah.
What happened? Yes. I've been working on this quilt that was the pattern was made to raise funds for an organization that is supporting the Black Lives Matter movement.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm going to try to see if I can show it. I have to get up though.
Oh, that's cool. How long have you been doing that for? Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's beautiful. What is that? Wow.
Huh?
That fabric, what is that?
Oh, wow.
Can
Nice.
you see it?
Yeah, totally.
It's finished. It's finished. The fabric that I used is just different shades of brown and some black
But
and
that,
it's a heart. Did you see that it's a heart?
oh, yeah.
Yes, I see it.
But that texture, what is that texture? It
It's
looks,
the quilting. It's the quilt. I free motion quilted it.
oh, that's cool.
Beautiful.
Oh, I wish, oh, yeah. See, if you
Yeah.
hold it still, we can see the free quilting. It's like a really, oh,
You
that's
should take
lovely.
some photographs and put that up in the next newsletter, guys.
Oh, that is
What's the-
something that I was going to do is harvest things that people have done because it's been
I'll send you some pictures of it.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, this was the pattern. This is the pattern that I got. And like I said, they raised a bunch of money for this, and I don't remember the name of the organization, but that's what it was for.
That's very cool.
So I'm going to paint in my living room now that it's finished.
There you go. Awesome.
Going in my living room.
Awesome. Thanks so much. That is wonderful. It's really quite beautiful. How long did that take to do?
About a week.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not very big. Not
Yeah.
very big.
Absolutely.
About a week.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, thanks so much. Anybody else want to share? How about you, Michelle? What have you been?
I have not been making art. I've been thinking about making art, but I had made a lot of cards, a series of small pieces because I wasn't going into the studio. And I sent them, I didn't photograph them, I don't know. Anyway, I just sent them all out. I only have a couple left. I did make some more. So that was like a real statement. And then the area I live in, I live outside of Philadelphia, and our governor has been very good about the state care, like since we talked last. And but one thing I did do was march in one of the marches here a few weeks back, and it was very careful. It's like my old neighborhood where I went to school, and it's this neighborhood that was gentrified is predominantly Afro-American, and I really wanted to walk on the streets of my neighborhood where I grew up. And these young kids from the high school and that local churches and these elders were the ones who had created that particular walk. And the kids, it was really cool. I mean, the kids called out that high school community and how they had targeted racism and how they didn't have enough, you know, people of color working in the school. And it was, the kids were amazing. And I made my signs for that, and I found that to be I really needed to do it. It was like this heavily thing I was invested in back in the early 60s when the race riots were going on in Philadelphia. I was in West Philly, and I was involved with that, and I had a lot of Black friends at that time. And this one fella, he literally saved my life that day. And so I was very charged to be involved locally. I mean, globally, yeah, and all that, but that was very fulfilling. And then I have just had time, the family became a pod, so I've been able to be with my grandkids, and I did art projects with them, which have been really fun, working with watercolor and stuff that they do, just to give them the freedom and expose them to you know, just feeling the art and making art outside, and you know, stuff like that. So that's, you know.
Do you happen to have photos from back in the 70s and from now? That would be a very interesting juxtaposition.
Well, when I was in the 70s, I lived out there in the country.
It wasn't the same. You couldn't just...
Hold on one thing. Hold on. You know, I was there, but you know, I'm talking about, I mean, this is 60s is when I was involved with the, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 second. Let me see that.
I don't know how to get that one. They're pretty interesting.
So let me hold on. So this is a photograph of me. Let's see if we can put it.
Whoa.
And my,
cool.
That's me when I lived in the country, and I have my little kid in the Jerry pack.
Oh.
So that's what I look like when I met Camille.
Yeah.
And this is in front of Spring Creek School. Let's see if I can get this photo up.
Oh, that's that.
Can you see it?
No.
The background makes it really ghostly.
Okay. I don't know how to, let me get that out of there. I don't know how to.
It's pretty cool, but yeah.
Wait a minute, let me get that. Oh, virtual background. How do you get it off? None. Okay. So now I got to get back. That is Spring Creek School, and that's my oldest daughter.
Yeah, now it's the community center. That building is still very.
Yeah.
It's neat.
Oh.
Yeah, anyway, so there was one more. Wait a minute. Let's see. This is my little making apple cider at Bunny Halton's house. That's my younger kid trying to get through the fence, but we're pressing apple cider at Bunny Halton. So those are a couple photos I just have laying around from when I was there. Here's, this one is better. Now you can see it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I was young and strong and could hike all day with that kid on my back. I was very.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and that's it. So, you know, we live in the suburbs, but I try to keep the country and the creativity up. I have a real nice garden in my little backyard here where I live with my roommate. I'm going to try to head south though in July. My intention is to be on Spring Creek is the end of July.
Yeah.
So I will come. I spoke with Camille today, but yeah. So I'm interested, but I kind of want to do a T-shirt for Black Lives Matter. I've been thinking about that. My kid makes really great designs, and I don't know. What can we do? We can march and vote. That's what we can do. Make art. Make art.
There you go. Yeah, very good.
So thank you for listening.
Thanks so much, Michelle. Who wants to go next, Linda or Sherry or Jeremy?
Jeremy's there?
Yeah, he's right there. Hey, Jeremy. So how about Sherry, since nobody has?
Yeah.
All right, Sherry.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Good to
Hi.
see you again, Sherry.
I'm just hanging out here in Texas, in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
We've had gorgeous days. The evenings have been awesome. I've been working in the garden. I've been doing some art. You've probably seen them online
I
already.
have seen you. You've made a lot of cool things that you've posted. I've seen.
So all the things I've worked on this summer, most of them are commission pieces. I've been asking, people have been asking me to do art for them, like personal pieces. So I've been working on a few that at the end of the summer when I come visit, I'll bring those along and give them away because most of them live in North Carolina. So I've been working with the lights behind the paintings and combining some collage and acrylic with the lights in the background. So when you turn on the lights or turn off the light, that it'll present a different picture than what it started out as. So it's kind of cool. And this one on my wall, if you want to see. I've been working with the lights. I don't know if you can see very well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've thought of doing stuff like that before. That
So
it's really luminous.
I don't know if you can see those at all, but that's what I've been doing.
Right, yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, we've been just enjoying the weather and doing some traveling around the area and going to the pool almost every day. We have a beautiful health club up here and nobody's been going. I guess, the kids are staying home this summer, but more pool for me. Miss you guys.
Oh, we missed you too, Cher. It's great to see you. And thanks for being willing to be on the call and on call, as it were. I think this is supposed to only last 40 minutes. And I think that I think the signal's been pretty good so far. But if after 40 minutes, folks wanted to keep on, we could hop on that other meeting. Although I think, I don't know how you would feel about that. But yeah. That's great. And so how about Jeremy or Linda? Who wants to speak next? How about Jeremy?
Sure. How's it going, Alicia?
Hey, how's it going, Jeremy?
Oh, okay.
Let's see, I gotta pin this video. Video. Video.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to see you.
How's it going?
Your room looks pink somehow.
Lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's it's like beige. I think the lighting's out in here. Sorry.
It looks pink. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it is. I'm in Alabama. This is my niece's room. So if it were pink, it would be appropriate. But yeah, I've been doing fine. I've been just kind of finishing up. I do a lot of the marching band stuff during the summer and the winter is the main part of my income. So I've been finishing up that kind of workload and working a little bit on some other projects and finally kind of getting around to releasing some stuff that I recorded on Spotify. And so actually the piano piece that I wrote at Azul, actually two of the ones I wrote at Azul, one went up I think last week. So
very cool. Very cool. How has the marching band business been during no schools anywhere? Kind of curious.
We took a pretty big hit, I'm hoping that it kind of turns around. But yeah, we lost probably 5 or 6 or 7 clients that we were kind of expecting to have. But it's feast or famine, it's just sort of the sales game. So That's the freelance game. It's just, you know, can't really do anything about it. So I think things will turn around, hopefully, maybe in the winter, by next summer at least. So.
Well, then maybe if you could explain a bit what the marching band gig, because it's pretty interesting. And I'm not sure if everybody knows that you're a composer and musician and what the gig is about. Oh, see, now the signal got weird. Oh.
No, sure, yeah. So I'm a composer, and I'm in graduate school right now at Middle Tennessee State University, for those that don't know me, Jeremy. So, but yeah, I started a company that really specializes in doing custom shows for high school and independent marching band programs. And so there's marching band, and then there's activities during the winter too. So we have 2 main seasons, but that company took off pretty quick, and that's become, you know, most of my income. So I do that, and then I write, you know, actual serious art music, you know, as well. But the marching band thing is kind of what pays the bills. But yeah, we just, you know, last year we wrote I think we were a part of 20 different shows for 20 different schools, and so we have I mostly do the design, the percussion stuff. I'm a percussionist by trade. And then I've got a friend of mine that is a horn arranger that does the winds, and then we've got drill riders, and so we actually have 6 arrangers and designers on staff right now. So it kind of blew up quick. It started with me and one other guy, and now it's at 6. So.
I mean, what I like about that model is a lot of people think, oh yeah, composer, what are you going to do? Be a teacher or sell to Hollywood? But here you found a really cool niche and business for yourself. I always thought that was really interesting. And it's one of those things that if you're not in that world, you don't realize what a need for it there is. So that's pretty cool that you were able to do that. And it's good that it still survived through this COVID stuff, you know, that's also good.
Yeah. I mean, I moved back to Alabama from Nashville just for the summer. Both of my roommates lost their jobs, and so we had to terminate our lease. So I'm back in Alabama for the summer. Maybe I've got some job opportunity that I'm supposed to hear back about tomorrow. So I might end up being back in North Alabama for a little bit longer, or I might end up back in Nashville. But either way, I'm back in Alabama for now. So it's been nice, hot, but.
Very cool.
I have a question to Alicia's comment, Jeremy. How did you get the idea to do that? Because like Alicia said, it's so difficult to break into a new, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
Activity in music, because like you say, either you teach or you perform, but you do something completely. What gave you the idea? Because I think that's so interesting and so creative.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was introduced really to music, or at least, you know, studying music through being in band in high school. So, you know, I was always interested in music, but when 6th grade rolled around and I joined band, that was sort of my my gateway into, you know, being trained as a player. And then I continued, you know, through, I was pretty involved in band, concert and marching band throughout high school. And then as soon as I graduated, I was marching competitive drum corps across, you know, on tour across the country. And I continue to teach for those groups as well. And I was doing a lot of freelance teaching for marching bands, just because that's sort of what my trade was. And that's honestly how I got into composition. I'd always been interested in composition, but my first kind of step into creating something out of nothing was doing arrangements for local high schools that they needed percussion arrangements done. And it grew from that into, well, if they're hiring me to do this, someone's got to be doing the horn stuff too, and just kind of making the connections. And, you know, I realized we can charge, you know, quite a bit more money if we do the entire thing instead of just piecemealing it. So I started to find some folks that I could do the entire product, or the entire production with, and we're able to kind of charge more than, you know, if they're getting this guy to do this and this guy to do that. But we're also, you know, creating a much better cohesive product as well. So
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's great. That's really great. I mean, congratulations, because I think it's when people can make something out of nothing, really, it's really something. It really is.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's my roommate is a musician, and she has her own music business herself and writes music. And she taught band when she first got, her degree. So she's got her PhD in music, and I just think that's an incredibly creative route. Very, very interesting collaboration. I'll be happy to share that with her. She'll be interested to hear about it. Very cool.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jeremy. I'm going to ask Linda here to unmute. I think I'm going to do that. And Linda, do you have anything you'd like to share with the troops? Where is Linda? Ask to unmute. Is she there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I think I was on mute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, I haven't done anything fantastic for the last week, except I lost my precious cat last Saturday in a 16-year friendship. And so I've been walking the walk to get over that. And so it's a long road, if you had one that long and that close to you. Shared everything with her. Everything but showering we did probably together.
Wow.
So if you've lost one like that, it takes a while. But I have been painting a little bit and stuff, so, and staying home and safe.
Sorry about that. There's a phone. Okay, is it okay? Are we good? Hello? Hello?
No. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on mute, I think, before that.
Okay. So is she talking now?
Hello?
No, I'm just waiting.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, thanks, Jeremy. That was very interesting. And I miss all you people. Hope that we can get to see somebody by the end of the year again.
Yeah, that would be, I think that it should happen here. I mean, already things are opening up, and definitely towards the autumn, I would imagine, but already there's more residents coming in, and, like Shane is here doing some writing, and I think there's some other people coming in July, so it's starting to trickle back in.
Yeah.
And at some point.
Well, hey, Shane.
Oh, hey, Shane.
Hi, Linda.
Shane says hi, Linda. He's over there.
Did you write something?
Let's hear what
Did
Shane.
you write something this week?
Yeah, I think they want to hear from you, Shane. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Well, Linda's talking about her cat.
No, Linda, are you still talking?
Well, no, I just said that the week has been about the loss of my cat and getting past it, to a long, long relationship of 16 years. And so it's been difficult, but we're getting better.
It's difficult. I, for some reason, know a lot
Hi,
of
Shane.
people.
Hey.
Hello. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Can you put it?
Better.
Okay, there we go.
There,
So, wow, what a beautiful sort of view of everything here. Alicia really framed this shot up well.
Oh,
So I've been here for 2 weeks, and I'm finally seeing people, so that's cool. Because I'm the only one here for 2 weeks, and I've basically just been camping out in that chair over there, writing as many words every day as I can.
Wonderful.
It's not incredibly spooky, but it can get spooky. Jeremy knows what I'm talking about. Can get a little spooky, but if a car drives into the driveway and you're not expecting it at 9 p.m., it can be a little jarring, or any number of things.
Do that.
But I mean, I've been here so many times at this point that none of that really bothers me. Also, I just keep a giant kitchen knife with me all the time. If somebody steps to me, I can start cutting people,
Oh, Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind next time we show up.
I mean, just announce yourself. That's the thing, right?
A
Just
big cowbell.
right. Shane, we're here. You know us.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
The solo
Yeah.
ride at Azul is definitely a different ride, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Jeremy, you were here for a very long time by yourself as well.
Oh yeah.
The longest I've done is 3 weeks by myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, of course, Camille's there as well, and then
Right.
Linda, one comes in, but for the majority of the day, you're by yourself for sure.
Yeah, and 2 weeks is the longest this trip is the longest I've been here by myself. Usually somebody comes and goes, at some point during that time, but I've been incredibly productive, but I think I've probably said more words since I've been sitting here than I have in the last 2 weeks.
All right.
This is all new information for me because I've never been. Camille has extended the offer to me for many years, and the irony of it all is that I ended up supporting projects that ended up at Azul. Folks from Alternate Routes, New Danger, folks in North Carolina and South Carolina. And I supported and coordinated some of their projects, like From the Shadows, but I've never stepped foot in the facility
You
yet.
got to come. You got to come.
Yeah, you got to get
That's
here.
wrong.
Yeah.
That's just wrong.
So that's why I said I guess I'm a part of the family and the fabric of Azul. I just been on hiatus.
I'm really envious of your ceiling fan, if I can be honest.
Uh-oh.
It's a very different sort of feel. I come here at this point. I'm here about twice a year. I come for 4 or 5 days in December, and then I come for 2 weeks during the summer. And I'm always working on a variety of different projects. This is the first time in a while that I've been here just to write. So it was kind of nice. I told Camille this. It was kind of nice that there was no one else here because there were no distractions at all. It was just me and a computer. So that was nice, but I miss the camaraderie, and that's something that Jeremy can speak to. Jeremy and I came here for the first time together, and the friendship that has sort of come out of that, and even the professional artistic collaboration that's come out of that has been something that's been very fruitful for both of us over the last several years. So I have missed the ability to make other connections for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, Mike, have you seen what it looks like, right? In pictures and videos?
The photos only, that's it. Like watching some of the videos on YouTube and the photos, I've never been. And it's like ironic that I've sent people there. But I've never gone myself. So yeah, this is why I say it was on my to-do list. And it's probably overdue at this point. Because I think I was supporting projects at Azul like around the mid-2000s to 2010s, which overlapped with my time at Alternate Routes. And there were folks from Charleston who were coming up on a regular basis, and other folks from other parts of North Carolina. And those projects were intersected with other things that Alternate Routes was doing. And I know that Alternate Routes supported Azul for some time with a Partners in Action grant as well. But yeah, and then my participation in the arts in general was on the decline after that. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. Even if I'm a face in a box.
Yeah, let me hear. You get a little bit of video. Maybe I'll just do that for a bit. Oh, there now.
Create a virtual reality.
That's right. So now it's like you're in the living room.
We know you now.
That's right. There it is. Oh, see, now we lost the internet. Of course we did.
They stained glass. Like, what type of windows are those?
Oh.
Yeah, that's all stained glass. So do you want to talk about
Camille?
No.
Or frosted glass? Like, I don't, because I always see these windows that look like they're out of a church or something in some of the photos. Like,
Tell them, Camille, what that involved.
Company. The glass of the window come from a mere companies and went out of business, and I got them in a junkyard. And I got 300 pane of truncated triangular and in a junkyard, you want to get rid of the glass as soon as possible because otherwise it's going to get broken. So we got 5 truckloads for $200.
Woo!
Wow. They stand out in the photos. It's one of the things that I always, that like visually I associate with Azul, like is whatever the glass situation was in the windows. And I've always wanted to ask about it, but it's like, read the email. All right, move on to the next thing. Yeah.
And we got 300 pane of those triangular.
Yeah.
So Mike, what would it take for you to get there, man?
An into a global pandemic.
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, you got
Well,
that.
you know, I just think we're in another way of life. I think you can
No,
always do a road trip, man. Come on.
Michelle, you're right. I haven't thought through it all the way, but one of the things that I was thinking about in terms of artist residencies is that some of them might actually be safer. Because
Yes.
I'm in Chicago, you know, I grew up in New
people-
York and Miami, all major cities. And if you're out somewhere isolated, you know, writing or working on your project, that might be one of the safest places in the world
Yep.
to be right now.
It is. It is.
That's
Yeah.
right. I have friends who are up at a farm and, you know, they're both artists and the one fella is writing a book. He's wanted to write this book and so he's like painting and writing his book and he's safer there than he would be down here, you know, in the burbs.
Mm.
So I say cut the time out and road trip.
There you go.
And I hear that Illinois is the most safe place in United States as a state. So Chicago is
Right.
in Illinois, right? I was very surprised
So
at that.
the number of cases in Chicago are high, but that's just because it's a major city.
Yeah,
You're gonna
numbers.
get high
Yeah.
numbers. But for the state overall, our governor has been really aggressive about the stay-in-place measures, mask usage,
Uh-huh.
and we're seeing, like, for a population our size, out of the whole U.S., our numbers looking the best, and our ability to
the lowest.
reopen being the quickest. Yeah. So it's, you know, with Chicago being like the exception, the state overall is doing well.
Well, O'Hare is like one of the most important airports, so that right there. Yeah.
It is, okay, me and my friends were having a conversation about the importance of airports. There was another person who was killed by the cops in Atlanta.
Oh yeah,
and
I mean like like a few days after. Yeah, it's
yeah, everybody would like, we didn't know whether or not the cops were going to get charged, and they got charged. But one of
The guy
things that my friends were saying were like, Atlanta doesn't want that heat because they're a major hub in terms of an airport, and we can't imagine like any of this if a riot were to break out of all cities. Like in Atlanta, it might be worse than anything else that we've ever seen.
True.
To the point where it might impact the airport, which is, you know, a very critical part of like Atlanta's identity. You know, their economy. Yeah, like if you've never visited certain places like Atlanta, Charlotte, Chicago, and O'Hare, you've passed through while you were traveling. So, you know, we were afraid that it might actually impact them as a hub in any spike in COVID-19 cases afterwards as well. So that was a concern here in Chicago too. And, you know, those were like private conversations between me and my friends, and we never really confirmed whether or not, you know, public officials take that sort of thing into account. Like, you know, you connect the rest of the United States of America and the world when you build airports like O'Hare and Atlanta. But yeah, the flights are still going on. I don't know what the social distancing measures look like on airplanes right now. I've heard every other seat. I've heard that they're inconsistent in implementing it.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm still figuring everything out in
Probably
terms of
very few
plans
people are
ahead.
flying, so it's probably the same thing that, you know, if you're concerned, the time to get in an airplane would be now when there's almost nobody on it. Yeah.
Before
Just drive.
Yeah.
Just
Before
drive.
they prematurely declare it safe, and then everyone rushes the airports.
Well, I believe
no.
that's, let's see, I believe that's everybody. Does anyone have any additional thought? Okay, I'll tell my news. My big news is I got my citizenship. Yay!
Hey,
Yay.
that's
Yay,
great.
Where are you
congratulations.
That's
from?
great. We need to celebrate.
Yeah, we want to celebrate as soon as we can. We want to celebrate in person too.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be good. Yeah, and it.
I
And
Yeah.
think that's good. I don't know.
I mean,
honestly, Michelle,
It's what you wanted, right?
it
It's what
makes
you
my
wanted.
life so much easier, especially
I
with
bet.
this cop
Okay.
thing you're talking about. I have basically
Yeah,
stopped
talking about
driving.
like what's going on in America right now.
Yeah, no, I have
right,
basically
right.
stopped driving because if I am already, ethnic, and if I have in my driver's license anything that indicates that I am not a citizen, I now have reason to expect more problems than what I have. And also my green card had expired.
Got it. I got it. You know, I was just,
And
you
your
know,
driving
the
license
state
too.
of our
Yeah,
union
right. I
is
had-
so messy.
Right.
Yeah.
Without a driving
Well, I
license.
mean, Alicia, where are you from?
Yeah. Oh, from Chile. South.
Okay.
Yeah, way down there.
Yeah.
Same with my mom.
I was born. I was born in the U.S., but my parents are immigrants. I am a Dominican, Cuban, Haitian mix. One of the things that happened when I joined the military was that people were asking me, like, why does a black man speak Mexican?
Oh, God.
Like that
Wow.
was, and they were serious. Like they weren't joking. They were like, "Yo, why do you speak Mexican?"
I'm God.
But yeah, I'm Afro Latino, so yeah.
Podemos
Oh,
hablar
goodness.
español. Everybody get confused now.
yeah.
So you said you're from those 3 different type of places.
My
but-
parents are, like my mother was born in Cuba. But, I mean, my mother was born in Haiti, but my grandparents on her side were born in Cuba, and then they went to Haiti. And then I have Haitian grandparents and Dominican grandparents.
Wow.
But you said you were born in the U.S.
Yeah, in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That would be kind of Cuba or but your parents were from here. That's pretty neat. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that earthquake they had. Ooh, that was bad.
But yeah, it's interesting to navigate identity politics in the U.S.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Monica.
I think I'm gonna head out. This was adorable. Thank you all
Thanks so
for
much,
inviting
Mike.
For
me.
coming.
So nice to meet
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
Very nice to meet
meet
you.
all of you.
Thank you.
Camille, it's good to see you
Yeah,
again after
great.
almost 8 or 9 years, I think.
Yeah. I see your comments sometimes on Facebook,
Facebook.
with,
Yeah,
because we got a lot of friends in common. And
friends in common.
You
Yeah.
make comment and I make comment, and
So that's why I say digitally, I know what's going. For the most part, I kind of know what's going on because I'm reading the newsletter, checking the website, following you on Facebook. But I think we haven't seen each other in almost 8 years, to be honest.
Well, send me an email and I'll get you get your residency going.
Yeah. Let's do it. Come on.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me make that note.
Just drive down. Just drive down.
There's our administrator for Azul. So there you go. Now you can put a face.
Well, I mean, I do have an artistic practice. That was kind of like the debate about being involved in the arts. And I actually started making choreography for augmented reality. So it's like, I can send you links to show you what that looks like.
Yeah.
And some of the projects that I'm working on. But I'm trying to maybe produce like a half evening length dance all in augmented reality, but break it up into pieces, because I don't think that people would like either use augmented reality or their phone like for 30 minutes. But vignettes, right? Episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually, I had an artist residency here last year, my first one ever at a local theater. But I'll email you guys about all that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, we should
But
collab on that, Mike.
What was that?
We should collab on that.
I'm gonna listen to some of your music tonight if I can, like as much as I can find.
Sure.
I saw something on YouTube already. Muhahaha. Ha 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 ha.
Don't judge me too much about the marching band stuff.
I mean, have you seen what Beyonce's been able to do with a marching band?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yes. All right. So on that note,
And
you
Mike,
guys take care. Yes. what's up?
Mike, particularly fellow you when you are talking with Marcia Joan.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
I
because
still
that-
talk to her.
And she is so fantastic. Her
She's-
artwork is absolutely incredible. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like in a dream world, I would love to figure out a venue in Chicago. She was born in Chicago, but raised in Los Angeles and Brooklyn. But in a dream world, I would love to figure out how to host a solo exhibition of Marcia Jones's work here in Chicago.
She is fantastic.
In a dream world. Yeah, but this is why like connecting with people matters, because I'm not as pressed about when collaboration happens because it's organic, but in order for it to happen, like I have to know who you are first.
Yeah.
Of course.
So this is always like the lovely part of like step one of whatever the future dictates is going to be manifested. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll be in a few of your inboxes,
Awesome.
I guess.
Awesome.
You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Night.
Night.
I think I'm actually going to say goodnight as well, so I don't use up all of my phone's data.
That's a good idea.
But it was great to connect with everybody. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your Sunday.
Thank you. Show your baby's face again before you leave. Where'd he go?
Oh, he's on the end.
Fun, fun,
Oh, there he is.
Good.
Here.
Have fun.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Good night, everyone. All right, so
Good night.
I'm going to say goodbye too because we're having a really bad storm and I'm afraid we're going to lose power any minute.
Oh, we had it. It's gone to you.
Yeah, it's happening now, and
Oh, no.
the light it keeps flickering, so I don't want to burn my computer.
Okay.
okay.
Good to see you. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Talk to
See you, Alicia.
I'll call you.
Get in touch with me later, okay?
I will, absolutely.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye, Miss Cat.
I love your garden. Love your garden pictures.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Great night. Thank you.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I'm gonna end this meeting now. There we go. Okay, so that was